Rosie, you're so mean. What? Why would you do that? What, Bailey? Come on now. What do you want? I heard this from the old lady next door, but you went and took your really good-looking boyfriend home with you and showed Mom and Dad? Why did you never tell me about that? Jesus! If you're bringing your boyfriend over with you, then you should tell me too. I have to be there in order to see if he'll be a good fit for me or not. That's the reason I didn't tell you crap. What? Listen, Bailey, I don't go out finding men I like and want to be in a relationship with just to bring them around you and have you take them. And by the way, you are not in the place to be texting me about anything at all right now. Why not? Oh, don't tell me you've forgotten about the fact that 4 years ago you stole my husband from me. You would never be able to forget that, right? Yeah, I haven't forgotten about that. And Mom has told you plenty of times now that you are not allowed around their house ever again. But each time she tells you that, you just show up more and more frequently with that stupid, emotionless smile on your face. And what about that? I have to go back to Mom and Dad's house often in order to find out if you've brought another man over to the house or not. If I can't go there anymore, I won't know who you're with. Are you kidding me? All of the men you bring in are always so amazing. But the thing is, all of those men deserve to be with me, a far more wonderful and attractive woman. And actually, all of the men you've brought home with you in the past have always fallen in love with me, right? I've always loved having those men fall for me like that, and it's become sort of an addiction now. Huh? What are you talking about? I've only ever had one man that you stole from me, and that was my previous husband. What are you talking about? There was the classroom president you were with in middle school, and the leader of that club you were in back in high school. And in college, you had that boyfriend who was a model, right? I liked him. Wait, all of those guys were never my boyfriends. What? I'm sure to those around us we looked like we were a thing because we'd always hang out with each other all the time. But the only reason I was ever around the class president in middle school all those times is because I was the vice president. And the reason I was always talking with the leader of that club in high school is because I was the manager for all his events. As for that model in college, he actually did end up asking me out, but at the time I was already dating the man I would one day call my husband, who is currently my ex, so I had to turn that model down. What? Are you serious? Well, at this point, all of that is history and doesn't really need to be brought up anymore. But what I know about you that needs to be talked about is all of those men you've stolen from other women. And the fact that you feel like it's a great thing that you've stolen so many men from be it me or any other woman is a huge problem. You need to grow up a little, Bailey. What? For some reason, I'm getting even more fired up now. What? Telling me that everyone else besides your ex had no close relationships to you at all makes me upset, actually. It makes me feel like you're trying to make me feel bad about everything I've done. So I'm going to make an announcement right now. That man that you're with right now, I'm going to steal him from you whether you like it or not. That'll show you. Ugh. By the way, whatever happened to my ex-husband that you stole from me? You know, the man you cried and begged for days and weeks who had been working for a very large company and had all the features you liked? What happened with him? Did you guys already break up? Oh, right. For some reason, the flame just went cold. After just 2 months, he and I broke up. I see. That's why I'm not even going to attempt to hold back as I go for your current boyfriend. Then let me say this. What? If you think you can take him, then give it your best shot. Huh? I'm going to tell him everything about you right now so that he knows what to expect. I'll let him know that you maliciously try and steal all of my men from me, even those that aren't in a relationship with me, and then move on to the next man that I'm around when you get bored with the previous. Did you just say I'm maliciously doing this? So you have a better way to describe yourself? There's no way a beautiful, sexy woman like myself is malicious. Well, whatever way you think of yourself, consider meeting him to be a very hard challenge. This previous time was probably his last for a while, and I'm not sure when the next time will be when he comes around to Mom and Dad's house. So it's better that you not even try going after him. Also, I'm going to show him all these texts you've sent me so he understands that this is serious. Huh? There is not going to even be a chance of you stealing him from me this time. Huh? Bye now. Rosie, hello. How many months has it been since we last chatted? Well, anyway, I've gone and taken your boyfriend. Again. The fact that you haven't said anything to me about this yet means you never even noticed. By the way, your boyfriend George is frickin' awesome. I went to your apartment since I saw George going in there. All I had to do was knock on the door saying who I was, and he let me right inside. And right then and there, he and I got into it, and I got to have myself a little taste of what's to come. Thank you for that wonderful meal. And guess what? George is so far the most handsome-looking and high-spec man that I have seen. And I've recently been really thinking about settling down soon. Since he's the perfect man for me, I'm going to take him and get married. Sorry for stealing yet another one of your men. What the hell? Did you tell me that you just stole my boyfriend and that you're going to marry him now? Bailey? Oh, good morning, Rosie. Thank you so much for once again bringing me another high-spec man to take. What are you talking about, especially when there's no chance you've come across my boyfriend? But right now, George and I just stopped at the courthouse and dropped off our marriage forms. George? That's right. We just made sure to get rid of that apartment you had always been staying at with him, and now he's moving in with me. After all, he's going to be my husband now. Wait, who the hell is he? He's my new husband. That's not what I'm asking. Who the hell is George? Like I've said, he's your now ex-boyfriend. But my boyfriend goes by the name George, and he's not even in the U.S. currently. He's not? What, did Mom never tell you anything about him? She told me you continued to barrage her with questions about him, and so she had to give you his name to get you to shut up. Oh, I get it now. You got the name George and George mixed up, I think. Huh? Wait, but George, wasn't he living with you in that apartment I was just at? Did you go out to Havensfield to get that apartment? That's right. Well, I moved out of that apartment a year ago, and I've never been back there. Huh? You moved out of there? Which means I haven't been living there for a year now. Huh? I'm going to assume that George guy moved into that apartment after I had moved away and is most likely American, right? Where are you right now, Rosie? Overseas. Huh? You're overseas? I'm back in George's hometown with his family. The reason that I was ever able to meet a guy like him in the first place is because he came to our state to do some business with one of his company's customers, and then had to go back home after a few months. So before he had to head back home, I told him that I'd be coming with him, and so I quit my job and flew out of the States with him. I just found myself a job here, actually, and so things are finally starting to calm down for me again. What the heck? How dare you get a foreign boyfriend like that? You're so mean! He and I just got married a month ago, so you can call him my husband now. What? Does that mean a while back when you brought him over to Mom and Dad's house? He came over to their house before needing to go back home and asked Mom and Dad for their approval in him marrying me. Before he needed to go back home? So that really means... That's right. Right now I'm texting you from our house that is not in the U.S. Are you serious? It's funny that you just thought you'd gotten the best of me again and even married him that quickly. Well, congrats for that. What the hell? I only wanted him because I thought that he was yours. There's no reason for me to have gone through all this work to steal him now. Rosie, there's just some random people living in Mom and Dad's house right now. Where's Mom at? What? You went to that house again? I did. God, this last month has already been too much for me to handle. George ended up having another woman who he was engaged to at the time, and so that fiancé of his ended up making me pay for their wedding that had to be canceled and a settlement. Everything's been so hard for me, and to be honest, I have no more money. I came back to Mom and Dad's house with the hopes of getting Mom to help me pay for all of this. But as I walked up to the front door, there were random people living inside the house. If you want to know where Mom and Dad are, they are here with me. What? Mom and Dad are living with us in our house now. Huh? Does that mean that Mom and Dad are overseas now too? That's right. They went and got all the paperwork done that they needed to do, got their visas to come and live here, went to a language school for 3 months, and then helped us buy a brand new property here. They started doing all of this once they both got fed up with you always causing issues for them, and so they've been preparing for this for over a year now. And finally, a month or so ago, everything worked out the way we had all planned, and they were both able to move out here. No frickin' way. You all just left me here in the U.S.? How the hell could my own family do something like that to me? Listen here, Bailey. Ever since you stole my husband from me 5 years ago, this whole family has hated you. Mom, Dad, and myself. You were even told that you were being disowned, yet you continued to go to Mom and Dad for everything, acting like nothing had happened. Seriously, how many times would they have had to tell you you're not family to them anymore before you got the hint? I never said that was okay. Nobody said you had the right to say it was okay or not. What the hell, Rosie? I think that the three of us had been too kind to you after what you did. We told you that you were not a part of the family anymore, yet we continued to talk with you through text and such. The only reason we've really been continuing to talk with you is to try and prevent you from getting too crazy. Had we blocked you 5 years ago, we were afraid you might lash out and try to kill us. But by staying in contact with you, we seem to have only made things worse. Rosie! Today, Mom, Dad, and myself are going to the store to get new phones and new SIM cards for here. What? I thought I'd just let you know that before we get our new numbers. Hold on a sec. I got a divorce from George. There was no hope in trying to rely on him for money and things since he lost it all to his fiancée. I see. Most of our distant family is on the other side of the U.S. now, and most of them won't even talk to me anymore. So I would like to come with you. I don't want Mom or Dad to have to suffer through any more of your crap with you. You're saying I caused them to suffer? That's right, Bailey. What? That's the whole reason why I worked with them to get them to move here. We all want to be free from you now, so don't you dare get in our way. Rosie! I'm blocking you now. Bye forever. What happened with my little sister after that is pretty hard for me to know specifically since I blocked her. But luckily my mom was able to get in touch with that fiancé of George's that ended up being caught in Bailey's mayhem and has been talking with her ever since. From what she's told my mom, Bailey ended up going to work at a strip club for a few weeks to start making some money for the settlement. But in between working shifts there, she would go throughout the city collecting cans and bottles to get dimes back for at the local supermarket. However, she too wasn't able to get a hold of Bailey anymore after a while, most likely due to Bailey's phone breaking or her not being able to pay her phone bills. And only a month later, we got one last bit of information about her through a rumor, and it's not great. The last of her that was seen was of her getting into the back of a black van with 2 other men, and then it driving off to never be seen in the city again. But a week after that happened, some money came into the fiancé's account from Bailey to finish off paying her settlement, so she still has to be alive somewhere. I'm just glad that she paid off all that settlement and hopefully will not cause any more trouble for anyone now. As for my parents and I, we're all out living in a very lovely villa out in Spain now with my new husband. We ended up getting this place with the help of my parents as they were getting ready to move here, and so far it's fit the 4 of us in it comfortably. Both my parents are going to some more classes again to improve their Spanish even more. And I was able to get myself a job working for an American company here in Spain, where I can use both my English and Spanish skills to work. Luckily, George never had to really talk or see my sister in person, because after showing him the text she had sent me a while back, along with the story about her stealing my ex-husband, George said he'd slap her across the face the moment she came near him. And based off how large my husband's arms are due to all the competitive bouldering he does, he'd probably end up killing her with one slap. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Grandma, it's Taylor. I'm really sorry to message you so late at night like this. Aren't you at home? I'm ringing the doorbell, but there's no answer. Are you asleep already? I wanted to message Dad, but Mom deleted his number from my phone and I didn't know who else to contact. Grandma, please help. Taylor? Oh, hey, Grandma. I guess you were asleep then? Oh, I'm so sorry if I woke you. I really didn't want to have to do this. No, I'm the one who should be apologizing, dear. I have my phone on silent while I sleep. Oh, I'm so sorry I missed your messages. It's fine. It's not your fault. I'm the one messaging you in the middle of the night. Anyway, dear, what on earth is going on here? Why would you message me begging for help in the middle of the night after we haven't spoken for 2 years? What's going on? Oh, it must be something urgent if you went out of your way to message me like this. Why on earth would you message me at this time? I'm outside your house right now. Huh? I've been ringing the doorbell, but did you deactivate it or something? I couldn't hear anything from the inside, and it doesn't really seem like anyone's here. Oh, dear. Oh, Taylor. Oh, let me guess. Are you in Vermilion City right now? Yeah, of course. I'm outside your house in Vermilion City. And where's your mother? Isn't she with you? I came by myself on the last train. Listen to me, Taylor. I'm not there anymore. I moved to Pewter City a few months ago. Huh? Pewter City? I did tell your mom about it. Oh, didn't she tell you? This is the first time I'm hearing anything about it. Oh, dear. Oh, I'm so sorry. I really should have messaged you directly. What should I do? I'm scared, Grandma. We're in the middle of a torrential downpour here, and it's freezing cold. So cold I can hardly move anymore. Oh, my God. Oh, this is bad. Oh, don't panic, dear. I'm going to call you a taxi immediately. But Grandma, Pewter City's really far away, right? I used up the last of my money on the train fare. Don't worry about that. I'll let the taxi company know to get their money once you get to my house. Hang tight there for a little while longer, okay? Oh, okay, Grandma. Got it. Thanks. Taylor, I'm sorry I kept you waiting. I booked a taxi with the taxi company around the corner from my old house. They should be there almost immediately. Oh, okay. Got it. I'll be awake until you arrive here, so don't hesitate to message me if you need anything, okay? All right. Thanks so much, Grandma. Chrissy! Huh? Is that my ex-mother-in-law? What do you want with me, Jill? Why would you message me after me and your son Jack already divorced 2 years back? Are you feeling lonely or something? What the hell do you think you're playing at, forcing your high school-age daughter to wander around outside in the middle of the night? I know what you did. Explain yourself. Excuse me? Did something happen with Taylor? Did something happen? You know damn well it did. Apparently, she didn't know I moved to Pewter City, and she messaged me desperately begging for help after she showed up outside my old house in the middle of the night. Huh? Hang on a sec. More importantly than that, how do you know my number? I've had it since before you and Jack divorced. Wait, you did? I didn't think it would be appropriate for me to message you since you won custody of Taylor over my son, and besides, I never had any particular reason to get in touch with you until now, so you probably didn't realize I had it, that's all. Oh, I see. Well, looks like I screwed up then. I must have been so busy blocking Jack after the divorce that I forgot to block you along with him. I woke up to a slew of messages begging for help and called her a taxi in a panic. But what on earth do you think you're playing at, Chrissy? This is unacceptable. Oh, I see. So she went to that grandma's house, did she? That grandma? I told her she was supposed to go to my mom's house, but I guess she got confused. I would have never guessed in a million years she'd show up at your old place. This is kind of hilarious. This is no laughing matter, young lady. Whatever. I guess if you're going to be taking her in now, everything worked out for the best. Worked out for the best? Which part of this situation do you think is positive? Enough beating around the bush, Chrissy. Explain yourself to me. Why did my granddaughter show up outside my house in the middle of the night in the freezing cold and pouring rain? Yeah, take a chill pill already, would ya? I'm on vacation in the Bahamas with my boyfriend right now. What? Your boyfriend? Is this a different person to the guy you destroyed your marriage by cheating on my son with? Sure it is, but me and Jack are divorced now, so I'm free to date whoever the hell I want. What's the problem with that? You don't have any right to go sticking your nose into my love life. You're right, I don't. It's not my business and I have no intention of prying. But when my granddaughter shows up outside my old house in the middle of the night begging for help, that makes me involved. Wait a second. You didn't leave that poor girl all on her own to go on vacation with your boyfriend, did you? Jeez, Jill, what is with you? She's in high school now, so she's more than capable of watching the house by herself for a measly 2 weeks. Are you trying to stunt her growth or something? You have to give kids of that age responsibilities so they can learn the ways of the world. I was doing her a favor. What? You left my granddaughter on her own for 2 weeks? Chill out, would ya? It's not like she was gonna starve. I did leave her $10 for food, you know. $10? You left her $10 to get by on for a whole 2 weeks? Would you quit overreacting to everything I say? It's making me cringe. What on earth are you saying? She wouldn't even be able to afford a sandwich per day on that much. Do you have any idea how expensive food is these days? Yeah, well, actually, it turns out she did message me saying she was struggling for food, which is why I told her to go to her grandma's place. But for some reason, she got the wrong end of the stick and thought I was talking about you, her dad's mom. Like, why would I mean you when you haven't spoken for 2 years? I swear, that girl can be so dense sometimes. How is it that you're completely glossing over the fact you left your high school-age daughter on her own for 2 weeks? You made her so desperate she felt she had no choice but to beg for my help in the middle of the night. I didn't tell her to go in the night. It's not my fault she's impatient. Like I told you, I am currently enjoying a lavish holiday in the Bahamas with my boyfriend. You're kind of annoying me now, so we're gonna have to call this conversation a day here. But I can trust you to take care of Taylor while I'm gone, right? Thanks, Jill. You're a real star. Well, of course I'm not going to leave her alone, but what the hell? Do you seriously think it's acceptable to abandon your responsibilities as a mother like this? Aha, I just remembered. I told her she'd get some food if she asked her grandma for help. So make sure you make her a nice hearty meal, okay? It'd be a shame if you let your granddaughter down now, don't you think? She's your responsibility now. But you're her mother. Oh, you fought so desperately for custody during the divorce. Why would you act so recklessly and irresponsibly now? Oh, this makes no sense. Please, Jill, would you quit lecturing me already? You act like you're still my mother-in-law. I swear it's so cringe. That's not the point. Would you stop trying to deflect and answer my questions for once? My boyfriend and I will be away for another 10 days, so I'm gonna need you to look after Taylor until we get back. You'll be a darling and do that for me, won't you, Jill? 10 days? You mean you intend to completely ignore the situation you've created here to carry on and enjoy your vacation? Oopsie. Sorry, Jill, but I'm gonna have to go. John Paul is calling me to the bedroom. Something tells me we're about to have some steamy fun, if you catch my drift. Toodles! No, Chrissy, you stop right there. Wait! Grandma, the taxi driver said we just arrived at Pewter City. Got it. I'm waiting for you out on the front porch. Okay. Grandma? Yes? I don't feel too good. I keep getting these shivers. What? I kind of already felt like I was getting a cold before I messaged you, but I think I might have a fever now. Oh no. Oopsie, silly me, I can be so forgetful sometimes. I meant to tell you this before, but I need to make it clear that I will not be giving you any money to cover the costs of looking after Taylor. This might have all come about due to a misunderstanding, but the end result is that you get to spend some time with your granddaughter despite the fact your son lost custody of her in divorce court. You must be over the moon to get the chance to spend money on her like this, right? Go on. You can celebrate by spoiling her rotten. You should know that your daughter, Taylor, she just got rushed to the hospital in an ambulance. Huh? What the... I know she was bound to look a little different after us not seeing each other for 2 years, but I had no idea she'd look like this. I barely recognized her when the taxi showed up at my house. I can't believe how skinny you've let her get. Oh, that? Oh, don't be silly. I just put her on a little diet, that's all. I don't want to hear your excuses, and I don't believe you. I have to go to the hospital with her now, so you won't hear from me until things have settled down. Wait, what? No. Hello, Jill, are you there? I came back to the States yesterday. Can I have Taylor back soon? Not happening. What? Why not? I remember you told me some crap about her being taken to the hospital, but that was almost 2 weeks ago. Surely she's better now. Yes, you're right. She's absolutely fine now. She was feeling very drained and lethargic, so they kept her in for a few days while carrying out some tests, but she got discharged around a week ago. Then why won't you give her back? Because she doesn't want to go back to you. What? What did you just say? Taylor told me everything. You've been spending Jack's child support payments, which were obviously supposed to go towards looking after Taylor, entirely on yourself, haven't you? You weren't even feeding her properly. You failed in your responsibilities as a mother, and you no longer have any right to be one. Who the hell do you think you are? I am that girl's mother and legal guardian, and I won full custody of her in court, so quit sticking your nose in where it doesn't belong. I can report you to the cops for abducting her if you'd like. Fine, go ahead. I can call Child Protective Services if you like. God damn you. Of course, I'll have Taylor's testimony on everything you did to her. Then there's the fact you left her with a measly $10 to feed herself on for a whole 2 weeks while you went on a luxury vacation with your boyfriend. She's a high school student, Jill, not a goddamn baby. There's nothing wrong with leaving her to watch the house every now and then. She's even got a part-time job. I know, and I also know you confiscated all her wages every time she got paid. What the hell do you think you're playing at? I want answers, Chrissy. Huh? Even if we accept that Taylor is very mature and independent for her age, that doesn't justify leaving her all on her own for 2 weeks with a poxy $10 to look after herself with. 16 or not, she's ultimately still a child, which means it's your responsibility as her mother to protect her safety and well-being. You're messed up in the head at the point that you think it's acceptable to go on vacation when your daughter tells you she's coming down with a cold. You're not fit to be a mother. What? Jack's in full agreement with me on this one. And what in the heck does this have to do with that jerkwad? In case you forgot, I won custody of Taylor because Jack was deemed by the judge to be unable to provide an appropriate environment to look after a child in. So why the hell would his opinion suddenly matter now after all this time? Enough of this nonsense. Since you finally arrived home, allow me to convey my intentions going forward. Huh? Why so formal all of a sudden? Regarding the reason I moved to Pewter City, Jack was recently placed on a long-term work transfer here at his company's new branch office. His company provided him with a generously large apartment, which he very kindly invited me to live with him in. Oh, so that's why? Great. Well, I don't care. Why would you even bore me with this crap? It's your life, Jill. You're free to do whatever you like. Oh, I see. You don't understand the implications of what I just said and are, in fact, just as dim-witted as I thought. In that case, allow me to explain. What? Hey, quit being so horrible. Me? Horrible? You've got some very selective definitions, Chrissy. Ugh, go on then, tell me. To put it simply, Jack is now capable of providing a suitable environment for looking after a child. Huh? I would hope you already know this, but legally speaking, a child has the right to choose which parent they live with when they reach the age of 16. Taylor's in high school now, and as you know, she recently turned 16. Wait a sec. No way. Yes way. Me and Jack are currently in talks with a lawyer regarding changing her legal guardian. I'm sure the fact that you've been spending all her child support money on yourself will be taken into consideration when the decision is made. No. Wait a second. It wasn't like that. I did that for Taylor. Oh, think about it. If I'm happy, then she's happy, right? And when I spend money on myself, I'm happy, which means it was in Taylor's best interests. You have a disgustingly warped view of the world, young lady. Anyways, let's not get sidetracked here, okay? Where I'm going with this is that once Jack takes custody, you'll be paying him child support until Taylor reaches adulthood. What? No way, I can't do that. I'd have to get a job to keep up with that. Oh my God, I won't be able to live. Yes, that's right. It would appear all of our lives are about to get very busy. We're counting on you, Chrissy. No, please. Oh, this can't be happening. Jill, I have no money. Damn it, Jill! A few days later, my son Jack took custody of Taylor. With that, she moved to Pewter City to live with us in his new apartment. It would have just about been possible for her to carry on going to the same high school if that was what she wanted, but she decided to switch schools and go to one in Pewter City instead. She's always been great at making friends. She already gets on super well with her classmates, who all adore her, and is enjoying life at her new school. As for Chrissy, who lost the right to call herself a mother with her despicable actions, she did find herself a part-time job, which she stayed at for a little while. But between the fact she's been stealing my son's child support payments as well as confiscating Taylor's wages from her part-time job, it wasn't enough to keep up with her new outgoings, and she plunged into the depths of financial hardship in the blink of an eye. Her boyfriend broke up with her, and she was left no choice but to move back in with her parents out in the countryside. It turns out they're decent people, but they were obviously livid with their daughter and forced her to get a job at a local factory to keep up with the child support payments. Not only that, but they even made her get a part-time night shift job on top of it. Now she spends her days in abject misery, wondering how she managed to screw everything up so badly.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.